creating the ellipse first. Okay, from the center. Okay, so just create something like this. Alright, okay, so now we have this is as the reference. Okay, so I'm going to create offset curve. This one, if you let me change the distance from 1 to 2. Okay, so another one. Okay, so now we have 3. Okay, and then this part here, I will take this one, curve that we already created over here. Right, and then I'm going to copy this. Okay, copy this, so I just drag it. Right, now this part here I should copy actually. Okay, and here I have it's not copy. Okay, let's copy. Okay, and we just drag here. Okay, so I turn it on my regular X3. Okay, so in case that is I want to change shape or something like that, okay, I will can do later. Right, so this one, okay, I want to make it smaller actually, so I'm going to delete this part here. Okay, so now we have a smaller, and then the end of here is much bigger than the original. So I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Okay, I want to make it longer, like this, a little bit wider, and I'm going to bring it down. Like this. Okay, right, and then I'm going to use okay up. So I will catch it on the pot here, or pot, this pot here, this pot, and then to this pot. Okay, I'm turning on the pot function here. Okay, and then another one is pot over here. Okay, and then, okay, so you can see the shape is quite different. Okay, and then on the top view, okay, I'm going to mark it on the pot over here, and then I'll just bring it over here. Okay, so now we have like this side, so I will just mirror it. Okay, I will mirror it. Pot, then there we go. Sorry. Okay, again, I'm using this as the reference. Then I just press shift, and then I click on. Okay, now we have something like this. Alright. Okay, so for this one, okay, we just leave it a little. Then afterwards we going to use it. Alright, so I'm going to use okay 12 network. Okay, or you can just go over here, and then you just click 12 network. So we are going to select this round shape first, and then we are going to select all the curve that we already created over here. Alright, so let's see on the shaded view. Okay. So after you're satisfied with the shape, and then you can press OK. Alright. So remember, okay, we already turned on the record history, so it means that let's say that you're selecting the curve. Okay, you can still adjust the curvature or the shape, okay, of the surface. So you want to make it higher or lower. Okay, and about this one curve, okay, I want to adjust this point a little bit. So I will just something like this. Just pull it over a little bit. Alright, and then now we have the base body. Okay, so I'll just grab it. And for the end here, okay, we are just going to select the patch. Okay, so we're going to select the edge. Okay, so we're going to have two options whether you want to curve or surface edge. So we just select the surface edge. Okay, and then press enter. Okay, don't forget to click preview to see how it's going to patch. Alright, so let's see, I'm going to add a little bit of this. Okay, whether it's okay or not. Okay, maybe we just add a little bit. Yes, sample cross spacing, we change to 3. Then change this. I think this is okay, and then we click OK. Alright, so when you look at the shaded the render view, okay, you have a very smooth closure on this part here. Alright. Okay, so next is we are going to create the handle. Okay, so the handle I'm going to use the basic. Okay, so this one, okay, I just go to the properties and then I'll just unhide the ISO curve. Okay, so I can have a clearer view. Alright, so for the handle we are going to use the ellipse also. Okay, so starting from here and then I will create something like this. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to adjust the size a little bit. Okay, I want to make it a little big. Alright, and then see how it's. Okay, so from this, okay, you will be starting with this curve, and then we're going to use the offset curve, okay, to create the handle. Okay, so I'm going to use the offset curve, okay, for the inside part. So make it smaller, so I can adjust here. Okay, don't worry about the history. Let's drag it around here. Okay, and maybe I'm going to copy another one. Okay, just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to make an offset. Okay, again for this one, but this one is going to be a little bit bigger. Okay, so this one, okay, the one that we did just now, okay, we're going to use it to cut, okay, this surface over here. Okay, so right, so we have this part as a handle. Okay. So this one, okay, we are going to use loft. Okay, 1, 2, and then 3 to find the one. So again, okay, when you remember, yeah, okay, when you using a loft, okay, make sure you try to start like this. Okay, you just drag the point to catch at the point over here, and okay, right. So let's see whether the size is okay or not. I think it's acceptable. And then we are going to trim, okay, the surface using this curve that we already created before. So I'm going to trim, okay, select the objects, and then I will select the surface. Okay, so as you can see that coming up with that we have two options whether we want to trim the part here. Okay, so we just click on the side here and then press enter. Okay, alright, so at least okay, you're going up to trim the top part here. Alright, so next is okay, we are going to use the land surface. uh, so we select this, sorry, so we select this uh, okay, so change edges, I need it to 1 yes, and then okay, change edges, change yes, press H. Yes, I'll do it for the second, this one. Alright, so okay, something like this. I don't know what happened. Let's try again. this. Yes. So the second one. Okay. Alright, so we have okay, and there. Alright, so let's adjust it a little bit. Okay, so number one and number two. Okay, so we try to change it to tendency, and then adjust the number one, okay, to make it have a very smooth transition. And the second one, okay, just like that. Okay, so I see number two is not really smooth. Okay, and then number one, we try to press the number one like this. Okay, until satisfied, and then we click OK. Alright, so you can see that there's two parts here, okay, already connected. So let's see on the render view. Okay, everything looks nice. Then there you go. Okay. So this part down here, okay, we can use the patch to close it. Okay, okay. So on the patch, and then we just select. Okay, make sure you select the polyface edges. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, or you can just hide this curve. So after that, when you do the selection for the patch, okay, so we want to select the edges like that. Okay, don't forget to preview. Okay, after that you can click OK. Alright, so let's see how this looks in this. Alright, okay, I think everything is good. Now this part here, okay, remember this one. Okay, I'm going to frame. Okay, on the offset group also, but this time it's inside. As you can see, there's a problem with this part here. Okay, okay, so you can see that. Okay, so we are going to use the fill curve. Okay, change to number one. Then we just click on this part here. Okay, so this one. Okay, I will make it to bring it inside. Like that. Okay, and you can see this inside it. Okay, so I'm going to use lock to connect. Okay, to create a surface between these two curves. And then I will click on this. Okay, so adjust the seam. So we can do the quad here. Okay, then we have this two open surface. Okay, so I'll just again just do all, and then I will just to hide the curve. I have a clearer view. And let's go into use a blend surface to select this, and then okay, okay. So let's turn to on. Okay, then this one. Okay, let's start it at the part over here, and okay, I think that's okay, acceptable. Okay, okay. All right. So now we already finished. Okay, the basic body for our hair dryer here. Right, so okay, for the next tutorial, okay, we are going to focus, okay, on how we want to create the detailing, for example the switches and the cord, okay, and then for few design element that we can apply, okay, on the body. So the body is okay, we finished modeling the main body. So okay, we are going to continue to finish this modeling in the next tutorial. Right, so this is the part 2. Okay, remember we already done the body last week. Okay, remember that I did this. Okay, but this one, okay, this two surface, I think we can delete it because we are going to do the offset surface. Okay, so when you do the offset surface, okay, we are going to make it as solid. Okay, so I just delete these two surface. Right now is okay, last week we already done. Okay, most of them is still a surface. Okay, so the thing is, okay, if you want to do the 3D prints, okay, it's not cannot be to be be 3D print as this one is still a surface. So I'm going to show you how to make it this part, okay, solid. Alright. So first of all, okay, we just select all, and then you can use a shortcut. Okay, you press the scroll button at your mouse. Okay, then it come out with this. Okay, so then we have explode, we have the join, save, and everything. So we are going to join this first. Okay, okay, don't worry about the history. Okay, now it's ready join, and then become you know polysurface. Okay, polysurface. Right, so actually it's like already joined, so it's not solid yet, but it's already joined. So then after this, okay, we can do go to the surface tools, and then we can select this one. Okay, offset surface. Alright, so we're going to click this offset surface, and then we are going to select it, the body that we already done, and then press enter. So this will show you the direction that you want to offset, whether you want to, okay, right now is going to offset to inside, and then when you click on the surface it can be offset to outside. Okay, so for this one, okay, we're going to select to inside, and then we can adjust the distance. Okay, so distance is current is 2, and then you have an option whether you want to solid or no. Okay, so for this purpose I will click on the solid. Okay, I want the solid, yes, and then we just press enter or right click. So we take some time to do the calculation. Okay, now it's already, okay, you can see it's already have the thickness. Right, the thickness. So if I turn to X-ray, the coaster, okay, you can see the part inside is also already have a thickness. Okay, so it means that after this we want to do like any solid anything, okay, like a boolean or something like that. Okay, it's possible. All right, so okay, let's do the I want to add some button. Okay, button at the lower part here. Okay, so it's going to be have a 3 buttons. Okay, so I will go to the right part here. Okay, and then we just use the standard rectangle. Okay, the corner rectangle. Okay, so this is going to be the turn on button, and then we're going to have a few the button, okay, for speed, to control the speed. So I just take this line. Is this still recording? Yeah, yes, still recording. Alright, so going to have 3 of this. Okay, so don't worry, I will just extrude it, and then uh, make a copy of it. Okay, so okay, see the position. I think the position I want to down a little bit like this. Okay. Then they have some distance. This one I think I want to make it bigger, so I just press shift. Okay, you can press this grab. Okay, this is one if you want to make it longer, but to make it bigger I just press shift, and then I will click on this. Okay, so you have a uniform size. Okay, and then we just okay, extrude the surface, sorry, extrude this curve. Okay, extrude this curve. Right, and first I want to boolean it. Okay, just to make a boolean. There we go, and then boolean. Okay, now we have the hole, okay, for the button, and then we are going to extrude this one also. Okay, so this is going to be the multi speed. We have a first, second, third speed. So this one is switch. So I will just copy it. So to copy this part, you just can click on this. You get this arrow, and then while you're dragging it, you press alternate. Okay. Again. Okay. And you make a very fast way to copy an object in Rhino. So let's see the button, the position. I think it's nice. And then we can do the difference. There you go. Okay, no worries. All right. So okay. Next is the to do the button. Okay. So we just okay, for the button I might reuse this curve and then I just extrude it. Okay, so I will make some editing on this. Alright, so extrude this one. So I will hide this one because I just want to focus on this button. Select this so I can hide everything and focus on this button. So I want to make it, okay, so this is just a very basic thing. Okay, you can do the surface editing, but for this one, okay, I will just create an arc like this. Then I will just create something like this. Okay, so this curve, okay, press at the center button with the scroll button at the mouse, and then you join, and then you just can extrude it all the way like this. Alright, and then I just want to bullet it. Okay, I will select this two switches we already done, and then this one. Okay, no worries. Then we unhide everything. Right. This part is not. Let me check this. Okay. So this part should be probably this part here. Okay. It seems that when we try to join this and this, okay, it's not really joined. So I will break it first. Try to join again. No. Okay, and one to one. Let's try this. Okay. Sometimes when it's not joining, usually they have a problem with the edge. Okay, so this is a tip. Okay, where you can, let's say that this is part and this part is cannot be joined. You can use these tools. Okay, to analyze, and the edge to join to naked edges. Okay, so just click on this. You attack on the block on this edge. Okay, so okay, so to unjoin the edges. Okay, so this is the edges, and then okay, so this part already become, and then we just select all, and then we join them again. Okay, so it's already become solid. Alright, so yeah, we go back to the button. So for this button, okay, I will create a fillet over here. Okay, so sorry, okay, fillet edges. So I will change to 0.3 because if you put one, it's going to be very big. Okay, so change edges, change edges. So we will automatically select all the edges. There we are, and then okay again. Okay, click on the chain edges. So this one will automatically select the edges. Okay, and then again chain edges. Click on the edges. To make it one by one. Then again chain edges. Then just click on it. So we are going to do the same thing on the button here. Okay, I will just select this up here, and then okay, do the fillet. Now I can just drag this object to the to the respective holes that we already done. And then I'm going to copy this. Okay, again, just tap alternate. Sorry, move. And then press alternate. Okay, copy alternate. Okay. Okay. So later you can adjust, the position just to make it look better. In this one, I just let it have the same outline. Okay, so this is the button. Alright. Okay, next we're going to create some opening. Okay, usually like uh, hair dryer have this kind of opening. Okay, so you can choose any pattern that you want. Okay, so I'm thinking about creating the holes. Okay, just as a part of the you know for the opening here. Okay, so for usually like if we have holes, okay, for the air intake. So just go here. Okay, this is going to be very big. Bigger one, I just make it smaller, I think. And then I just drag another one. Okay, make a copy, press connect. This one I'm going to make it smaller, so I'll turn off the snap. And then I just adjust. Okay, alright. Okay, become a little bit shorter. So I'm going to make it smaller a little bit. Just 9. And then I'm going to use the array. Okay, array, copy array. This one. Okay, the polar array. Select this one. Okay, after we're done. So the center of the polar array, okay, we are going to select this one at the center. So currently I'm turning on the center here at the or snap here. Okay, I turn on the center. So it will catch on the center here. See? Okay. Not center. Okay, I will just turn off the others. Okay, center. So items. Okay, I'm just going to create car. Okay, 360. Yes, just press enter. Then press enter again. Oh, it's not working. Okay, again, so object array. Okay, select the center here. So change the number from 3 to 12. Okay, this is about trying to achieve. Alright, and then I want to copy another one. Okay, sorry, let me turn on the snap first. Okay, this one, and then this one is going to be a little bit smaller. Okay, then okay, length. Okay, do the polar array again. Just select the array there. This is going to be with the different center. So from 12 we're going to add a little bit, maybe 18. Okay, and then I think that's enough. Okay, so I'll just select this. Okay, I want to make it bigger, so I just selecting this, and then press shift, and then I make it bigger. Okay, I think this is acceptable. Okay, then we can do the boolean difference. So select this part here, and then we just select this one. So you're going to take some time to do the boolean because there's a lot of objects. So I think this, okay, we already done this part here. All right. Okay, so next, okay, all right, about this part here. Okay, so we already have this curve here. Okay, we already have this curve. So I'm thinking about to create another like a blower. Okay, to make it like a more small. So I'm just going to create. Just select this part, and then I will hide everything so I can focus on this part here. Right. So the will be something like this. So I will just here turn on the display again. Okay. This. Then so I will just bring it over here. Okay, and then okay, so let's try to do the lock. Yeah, whether it can be done. Let's grab this. Okay, I will turn on the quad over on the oscillate here. Quad, and then this is another one. So let's see the result. So I'm not very satisfied with the shape. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do something. This is one tips. Okay, how to make it uh, more interesting. Okay. So I will draw. Okay, as you quad here. Okay, a straight line, which is perpendicular to this curve. And then another one is over here. Okay. Now you can see that I created this line that perpendicular with this curve. Okay, why? Okay, I will explain you later. So this one, okay, we just going to move. Okay, so this is the move. So I'm going to move from this end to sorry, I'm going to copy. Okay, copy. So let's copy this one. This is copy. Okay, so I will copy from this point to this point. Okay, so we have another one, and then this one is also okay. So this has two curves. Just copy this, move it, and then to the other spot here. Right. Okay, why I'm doing this? Okay, because okay, when we do the block just now, okay, uh, the shape is just very straight like this. Okay, so this is not something that I want to try to achieve. Okay, so I will delete this. Okay, I'm going to use this. Okay, editing the standard at the fillet curve here. Okay, I will use this one, the arc blend. Okay, the arc blend. So what the arc blend said do is, okay, if we select, okay, just first you can use it at the command panel, select first curve at the near end. You can either select starting from here or here. Okay, so I just start from here, and then select second curve to near end. That is okay. Alright. So you can see that it's create a very nice smooth shape here. Okay, like this. Okay, and then I will also do the same thing. Okay, at the down here. Right, I can see that the shape would have interesting. Alright, okay, so let's try this with the sweep rail. So like this as the rail, and then this is just the cross section. Okay, let's see the result first. First sweep. Okay, for the top is okay, but the side here, okay, side here is looks like a little bit uh, the shape is a little bit weird. Okay, so I'm thinking that I'm going to also add some line here. Okay, so you can see that it will let's see the quad, and then turn on the quad, and then the mid also. Okay, so you can see the end and quad. Okay, I will just draw another line here, and then this part also. Okay, we look at the mid, also drawing the line here. Okay, so now we have the other end like this. Okay, so actually there's a simple way that you can do this, but because I want to achieve some kind of the shape that I wanted, so I will just copy this. So this is the method that usually I use. Okay, so I copy this mid to mid, and then again, okay, I copy this, okay, from this end to the other. Okay, yes, so mid, check on the mirror. Okay, there you are. All right. Okay, so right, we have the other four sided over here also. So let's go to the standard again. Okay, going to use this arc blend. I will select this end and the other one. Okay, now we have a smooth, very smooth surface. use continuation of the line. Alright, so I think it's acceptable. Okay, so this one, okay, you can hit it. Because this one is the one that we create, just we use it as a reference only. Okay, so the thing that we want to create is something like this. So we can use a straight to rail or curve network. Okay, let's try to do the curve network first. Okay, so I will select this one and this one. Select the close curve first, and then just select this curve that we have created. Okay, according to the number. So let's see. So at least you can see that from the top view, okay, we have a more smooth shape, right? And then click OK. So this is the shape that we wanted. And then let's unhide everything. Okay, so this is already the creating the continuation from this one. Okay, I'll just hide the isopath here, and then I'm going to offset. Okay, so we are going to use the same value that we did earlier. Okay, so we just select this, enter it done. So going inside, this is 2, and then yes, we call select solid. Okay, all right. Maybe it's too small. Okay, let's change to 1. This one. Okay, we just change distance from 2 to 1. Okay, let's look more logical. And then okay, we can do, because it's already become a solid, so we can do some, this one, okay, it h, so we're going to change 0.3 to 0.2. Is it? I think 0.3 is okay. Select this, then do the fillet. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Okay. So we're almost done. Okay, just that later we just need to do some, let's say they want to add more parts, something like that. Okay, we can do later. So yes, the last thing but not least, okay, we are going to create the wire. Okay, so just start it from here. Okay, and then let's move it and then place it into the middle. Okay, enter. This over here. Okay, so we go up or up. Just move it using the combo. Alright, there you go. Okay, and then down here I'll be just using the basic shape here. Okay, the cone. Uh, and then this should be bigger. So I'll just drag it and then press somewhere between them. Too big. Okay, then make it small. Press shift. Then bigger up. Okay, so it's going to get a like attached like that. And then this curve that we created, okay, we just use this pipe. Then adjust the size. Okay, this is for the wires. There we go. Right, done. Okay, so this is actually like how you create it. Okay, using the surface. Okay, to do the product. Okay, like hair dryer. Okay, so this one, okay, we already done the offset, okay, surface. So this one is also can be 3D printed. Okay, but you need to revise back, okay, the size, because this one I just use just a free size only. Okay, so let's do some rendering. uh, Change to move to render. So I will just select objects. I will select the curve. I'm going to hide it. Then now I'm using just a Rhino render. Okay, I'm not using the V-Ray, okay, because this one is Rhinoceros, and the Rhinoceros already have a very good material on it. So let's go to the material. This one. Okay. So we just click on this to create the material. So sorry, it's not paint. Okay. So I'm just going to delete this. Okay. Create. I'm going to use plastic. Okay. Plastics. So the color, okay, I will change the color maybe to red. Okay, let's kind of red. Then I will just click on it and then assign to objects like that. Right. And then the other part, okay, so I just can click on the one plastics. Okay, so this one you can say rename is plastics uh, black. Okay, so I'm going to change this one the color to black. So black. My advice is done. Okay, you don't have to when you set it to black. Okay, number have to be zero, but at least you can a little bit like a grayish color. Then you can just select uh, this part here, and then assign to objects. Okay. All right. Don't forget. Okay. This part is no color. Okay. So this one just apply to assign to objects. And this one is okay. All right. And this one you just apply it as black. Okay. So done. Okay. So actually for the rendering, okay, you can change, the background right now is have a solid color, okay, or like say they want to use the 360 environment, you have like a, option here, okay. So let's say you want to use gradient, okay, also can. So the gradient right now, okay, we can use like a white and gray. Okay, so you say they want to change the gradient, so can, okay, so this one, let's say just select red color. Okay, so you can see the background so we change, and then you can also for the reflection you can change the another type. Okay, then we have the sun settings and the others. Okay, but to me, okay, this one is already acceptable. Okay, this kind of quality is already acceptable. So maybe just go back to the solid color and then just select back to white. Okay, all right. And then after that, you can just click render, and then you can also change the render setting. But I think the for the setting, I think you can adjust it by yourself. Okay, so this one you can render it, and then after you done the rendering, okay, you can save it as a JPEG or something for the presentation. All right, so we just wait for the finish. All right, there you go. It's done there. Right, so after you done that, okay, save it as a bitmap or JPEG. Okay, or only JPEG only, no bitmap. Okay, or this bitmap. Alright, then you can save it. Alright, okay, so yeah, I think that's all for today. Okay, this is going to be the last for this semester, and then this is going to be your final tutorial for this semester. Alright.